Hello, my name's John Holman. In 2013, my wife Karis and I founded Circle of Safety Advisors on Wedge Parkway in Reno. We're a different type of financial services firm. First of all, we do not charge annual fees. Have you ever thought about the fact that if you pay 2% a year in annual fees, over the course of 30 years, you would have paid 60% of your principal in fees? Second of all, we don't offer any financial products where you can lose principal. Will Rogers once said, "I'm not as concerned as much about the return on my principal as the return of my principal." I've been in the financial services industry now for 34 years and have helped thousands of individuals to invest successfully over $2 billion. I'd like to be able to help you. Francis Bacon once said that knowledge is power. He was right. In fact, the more investment knowledge you have, the better opportunity you have of reaching your investment goals. One investment opportunity that very, very few people know about and very few financial advisors know about are federally insured market-linked CDs. Chase Bank actually began issuing these CDs back in 1996, so they're nothing new. But at that time, the minimum investment was $1 million, and only the best of the bank's customers could actually qualify to invest that kind of money. Nowadays, those CDs are available for a minimum investment of $25,000 and $1,000 increments thereafter. They're federally insured just like any other CD up to $250,000, meaning your principal is protected up to $250,000. How they're different from other CDs is that they are actually linked, as is said in the name, market linked, to either a group of stocks or an index in the stock area or a group of commodities or a commodities index. So they may be linked to 5 to 10 different stocks chosen by the bank that issues them, or they could be linked to 5 or more of the 24 commodity groups that exist. So your performance, or what you actually receive from the CDs on an annual basis, is not tied to any specific number. Many of these CDs have minimum guaranteed rates of return. Normally the minimum guaranteed on those CDs is 1% to 1.5%. Last time I went down to my bank, Wells Fargo, I realized that the best I could do on a 4-year CD was 0.5% a year. So with these minimum guarantees, you're in a much better position to do better on your investment in the long run. And most of these CDs have averaged somewhere in the 3 to 3.5% a year range for the past number of years. Different CDs are issued each month. About the beginning of the month is when they're issued, and they're available till about the end of the 3rd week of that month. So if you're interested in one of these CDs, we need to sit down, set up an account at Provident Trust Company in Nevada, who serves as the custodian, and get the process started that month so you can obtain the CD that you want. Provident Trust Company has over 30,000 clients, are located in Las Vegas, and they've been in business for about 30 years. The CD that I've referred to a number of clients recently, which I really like the best of all the market-linked CDs, is actually issued by Goldman Sachs Bank. Goldman Sachs, as you may know, is one of the largest investment banking firms in the world, and about 7 years ago became a federal bank. What's unique about this CD is it's extremely broadly diversified. It's referred to generally as a Goldman Sachs multi-asset category momentum builder CD. Goldman Sachs is given the discretion to invest in virtually every area that a person can invest in. 7 major asset categories, including cash. But what's unique in this CD is they're limited to investing no more than 20% in any one of the 6 asset categories other than cash, so limiting exposure and downside risk. Also, what's unique about this CD is the fact that this CD is rebalanced every month, meaning a team of professionals at Goldman Sachs who works on these CDs daily is constantly rebalancing to try and make the mix the best to return the highest rate of return to investors. This CD has a 12-year track record as of the end of 2014 and has averaged over 7.5% to the investors during that period of time. It has a minimum annual guaranteed rate of return of 1%, and in the 1 year that this CD was down, which was in 2008, when the S&P 500 was down nearly 24%, this CD was only down 1.36%, but of course it still paid the minimum guaranteed rate of return of 1%. Last year in 2014, the CD paid its investors over 8.5%. For the past 35 years, I've taught modern portfolio theory to tens of thousands of individuals and also financial planners in every state in the United States. The basis of modern portfolio theory is asset diversification, investing in various classes so that you can minimize the effect of returns in any one class of assets. Modern portfolio theory has been tried and true over the years and has proved to eliminate about 92% of the risk. But there's always the 8% of the risk that's attributable to systematic risk, the basis of investing in any financial system. This multi-asset CD, in my opinion, also eliminates some of the systematic risk. Why? Because it's constantly being rebalanced, it's constantly being adjusted, and it's constantly having that done by a large group of professionals. I've never met anybody that could do this on their own. I mean, it really takes a team to be able to do this type of work. So who would be an appropriate investor, or what amount would they consider investing in a multi-asset CD like this? I recently put $600,000 of a client's $750,000 portfolio into this CD. Why? Because I couldn't find a way to limit the risk, and remember, your principal is always protected up to $250,000 for every qualified account. Couldn't find a way to protect the risk on the downside and still leave as much upside potential as possible. And that's really the key to investing. If you cap your downside risk and you leave as much of the upside potential, you've got a greater opportunity to achieve your financial goals. But who else would be appropriate? One of the thoughts that comes to mind immediately, and one of the markets I've been reaching out to, are homeowners associations. Homeowners associations throughout the United States, for the most part, are limited to investing in CDs. Some of their money has to be quite liquid and would have to accordingly be in a short-term CD. But these longer-term CDs are appropriate for reserve funds that are used over a long period of time for, like, improving roads, improving various other parts of a homeowners association. Another huge market for these CDs are governmental entities that have to invest in CDs or the equivalent thereof. And another market for this is just anyone that has a retirement fund, an IRA, KEO, 401k, whether it's with a company or it's on your own or your own company. And the reason why these are so ideal, again, for that kind of an investment is you're not putting your principal at risk. I'm absolutely convinced that if you never lose any principal during the course of your life and you just make a positive rate of return, you're going to sleep better for sure, but you're also going to have a better chance of achieving your investment goals, and it's a wise way to invest. So give some thought to these CDs. I'm going to be doing everything I can to advertise them, to get them out to as many people as possible to learn about them. I'm available by calling my number at any time, 775-971-8300, or you can go to our website, circleofsafetyadvisors.com, and watch this video on that website. I really would like to help you achieve your financial goals. That's my goal for the rest of my life, and my wife's goal too. So give me a call if I can help you. That number again is 775-971-8300. You'll be glad you did.